Think we have some form of control still.
Hi everyone, so not long finished the Haraguchi car and I am going to be starting on my next Hot Wheels project. So I'm held up with the actual project 13 at the minute, the big car. So another episode where I'm playing with Hot Wheels again. So in this one, if you've been watching YouTube drifting a lot during lockdown, you probably will have come across the Drift Games vlog, and you might have seen it in the last video. So in this episode, I am going to be building the Drift Games Corvette C6. So this is the shell I will be starting with. It is a replica of Dave's carbon fiber C6 Corvette. So hopefully, if all goes well, I should have it finished for the final round of, well, I don't know if it's the final round, but the last round at Teesside of the British Drift Championship. So I'll be able to give them it in person. If not, I'll just have to post over. So if all goes well, we should be doing some new things with printing for this. So we're going to be looking at white toner printing and making a one-off custom Hot Wheels. What's not to like, really? So hopefully you enjoy this video. Keep watching and I'll show you how I turn Dave's gigantic C6 carbon Corvette into a real Hot Wheels. Right, so I drilled it out at the bottom, so as you can see, it's all drilled out there now just to separate and dunk it into the paint strippers. So here we go, safety first, put some goggles on and some gloves. Actually, I don't think I need gloves with this one, just got to make sure I keep my hands clean. So here we go. Right, so all this paint stripped off it, and now I need to do a little bit of work on the shell. So the vents here are not on Dave's, the vents there, not on Dave's. Holes for the spoiler, well, as you're well aware, it doesn't have a spoiler. And then the big elephant in the room is that massive hole in the bonnet, which probably looked cool on the original Hot Wheels, but won't match Dave's car. So I need to change that to accommodate some kind of engine intake hole rather than just a big scoop. So I'm gonna get molding, so here we go. I mind my own, I don't even break a sweat. Oh, this matters is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights. I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. As you can see, squared off the hole in the bonnet and the vents on the back. So I just need to file it all now. There we go. Right, so as you can see, there's a lot of filling been going on and some filing. Filing's not the most interesting thing to watch, so yep, I fast forwarded to the fun bit so you can see what it looks like now. It's not very low because it's not clipped together at the bottom right, but the wheel should sit about there and about there when it's all done. So now I need to work out how to do the carbon fibre, so I'm thinking it's probably going to need to be painted silver with the carbon fibre semi-transparent layered over it. So I'm going to give that a little trial first. Also got to turn the back window carbon as well, which may be slightly more challenging. So, on to the next bit. Oh yeah, and we'll have to make a intake poking through that hole. Well, let's get cracking. Right, so I'm going to give it a quick paint now. So I've done I think it's just an intake header or something along them lines. Not sure the proper name for it. So the Corvette is near enough ready to paint. The only thing with the Corvette is going to be that it's going to be rather odd paint scheme. So because the Corvette's full carbon fibre, I'm actually going to paint the entirety of the car silver and then do a semi-transparent overlay on top of it in the black carbon pattern. So I've got to basically make the underlayer of the carbon, so to do that I think silver will be the best choice. So I'm going to airbrush it silver. I don't have the camera holder down here, so I won't be able to record as spraying it with the airbrush. I'll try. We'll give it a whirl, see what comes of it, but if I can't, I'm very sorry in advance. Right, so on to the next stage. Right, so as I said, I'm just going to paint it silver. Whole car's done in silver now. And the decals. So the carbon fibre. So the silver will show through the weave, and that's what will give you the carbon fibre look. Having a bit of a nightmare with the decal bleed out, so it is something I am addressing. But yeah, on to the next stage, some water slide.
Untold stories, they were left behind. Silent breeze, I got nothing.
Right, so I've just stopped the process there. Normally I would just record all the way through putting the graphics on, but yeah, it takes forever. So I've never done graphics on that level before, like the whole car getting wrapped basically. It took nearly 3.5 hours to put the carbon down properly. I had struggles with it, getting it into the gaps, so I didn't want to sit with a mega time lapse on of me going absolutely mental trying to squeeze it in the gaps, ripping it off, starting again. So I thought it would look really cool if we just did a jump from that point to with all the graphics on. So here it is.
This matters is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights.
So this is literally the last step. So got my bubble, car, and a very nice card. So that will be stuck onto there to secure it. Now I always stick the car into the bubble so it doesn't rattle around. I don't want to damage any of the graphics. But I'm just going to stick it down quickly and then give you a look at the final product. Alright, so as you can see, they're all done now. I'm heading down to the British Drift Championship to give them to Dave and Josh. So I hope you have enjoyed the video and you enjoyed how they're made, and if you did, drop a like on it, subscribe. I will be doing more videos on how to do Hot Wheels as well as the big car, which is starting to come together. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.